Hello, everybody, and welcome back again to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay. Sorry. Y'all know me, I always have to clear my throat, and I'm always yawning. Once I get started talking, I'll probably start yawning in this video, too, so just beware and be warned. Okay, today is Monday. It is June the 1st of 2020. I think my nose is whistling. Anyway, okay. This is shout out time. It's time we get back to that too. Been way too long. We're on number 14. Now, this channel name, I don't know how to read. It is very hard to pronounce. So I just make up my own little quick thing that I say. And it's a long name. So here we go. This is what I say just at first glance and my first quick thing of it, okay? Toyani Libricato Tavolia. Okay, that's what I call it. But I'm going to actually try to pronounce it with y'all. I'm going to show it to y'all. That is how it's spelled. So this is how, now I have to look at it. Okay, so let's do this. Because I want y'all to see it as I'm trying to pronounce it. And y'all can let me know if y'all think that I still can't tell, can I? Let's see. Alright, maybe y'all can see that. I'm going to try to pronounce it. Teina Lixioroda Toivola. Now, how bad did I mess that up? My battery thing popped up again. I know it's gonna mess it up. It's gonna pause it. It stops it for a minute. Then it'll start up. But I think the way it starts up is y'all will only hear me talking. I gotta plug it up. And then, maybe it's frozen. Don't move it first. And then it'll start moving. But the movements and all won't be up with my voice speaking. It's all going to be off. I hate when that happens. I didn't know I was that close to it being dying and that I would need to plug it up and that it would do that on me. And I should always remember to check it before I get on here. But I always have a very forgetful mind and always forget to do any and everything that I should be remembering. And I am literally wasting time talking nonsense or trying to let some time pass, so maybe the video thing will catch back up with my voice and all that kind of good googlashy stuff. Now let's get back to the shout out. What was I saying when it went off? What was the last thing I said? I know I had already tried to pronounce, I think that's their last name. I wish someone would really tell me. I wish I knew how. Okay. So, I just happened up. I don't even remember now because I've actually been with them for a while now. They're a fun family to watch. They vlog. Okay. When I first found them, they lived in this big. Now, to me, it's big. I call it big. It wasn't like some big castle or big fine mansion. But it is a big, roomy, fine house, and it was upstairs. It had like 2 or 3 floors, and just the way, it had step ups and step downs, and it was just so neat. I loved it. So downstairs they had their kitchen, a short hallway, and a couple of bedrooms. The first floor when you first walk in, and the dining room area where they had their table. That was, I think, was probably supposed to be, because the kitchen was like a narrow galleyway kitchen, but they did have a table in there, and they would set up in there to eat, too. They showed a video one time in there doing that. Okay, that was cool, too. You'll find out in a minute, because it's a narrow space. It was they have to have a long table, because in the family, this is how many members is in the family. 12 members in this family. It's a mom and dad, and they have 10 kids. Well, actually, their oldest son, I think he's their oldest. That's what I'm assuming, I guess, because he's already married. But he might not actually be the oldest. That never works out. I mean, look at my kids. My baby daughter's done been married and got a 4-year-old little girl. And my oldest daughter still ain't married, and she just moved out of the house into her own home. And gave me a craft room. I just had to add that part. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to this. This was not supposed to be this long. Okay, catch your breath. Alright, so, but I just assumed that he's the oldest since he's done moved out and married. Their oldest son. Okay, but they have 10 kids. Alright, so they lived in this big fine house. The rooms weren't that big, but then the staircase is like a curling staircase. They have, from that floor, they have a downstairs, and that was like a big room. They called it the movie room. They had a big lounging curved couch and a big screen on the wall. But it was also the room that the next oldest son and the next son, which is not the next child because the girl is older than him, but they would sleep down there. I think, if I can remember right. It's been a while since I've seen them in that house because they moved. But anyway, so, hang on, my nose is itching, y'all. I'm sorry. But when you go up the curling staircase, it was, now let me think. Oh, at the end of the hallway where the bedrooms were in the first floor, they also had a sauna. That was cool. But anyway, when you go upstairs, I'm trying to think if there was any more bedrooms upstairs for the kids or if it was just, but it seemed like it was 3 floors. Maybe I'm counting the bottom floor. There might have been a second floor that had more bedrooms for some of the other kids. And then you go up again, and that was the mom and dad and the 4 babies room. When you come up the stairs, you have to open a door, and it was a big room which they had set up as the kids' playroom. And then you walked into their bedroom, which they had another little room that they kind of had fixed up girly for the 2 baby girls. But for when she got older, because at first, in the mom and dad's bedroom, it was a big room, and they had a big king-size bed, but then also they had, was it 3? They had 3 cribs. It might have been 4. But I think it was 3 cribs, baby beds. Because they have 4 little ones. Okay, but she had just had the recent baby. So that baby was sleeping in the bed with mom and dad, I think, or maybe a little bassinet type thing or something. But they had 3 baby beds lined up in a row against the wall over there on the other side of the bed that the other 3 little ones were in. So, but then they had that little room they were fixing up because the 3 little beds for the little ones, there was 2 girls and 1 boy, and then the new baby she had just had was a little boy. Okay, so anyway, they lived there for a while, and if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. I mean, they might have just got started doing videos because not long after I found them and started watching them, she actually did 1 video for each child introducing that child, telling their name and all the things they liked and stuff and all that kind of stuff. That was cool. I liked that. That helped me to get to know each one. So anyway, oh, wait till you hear their names. Anyway, so that may have been in Finland. Or it may have been in Ireland, something like that, where they lived in that home. I cannot remember, okay? I'm sorry. But anyway, they moved out of that house not long. They bought a camper, a motor home, for that whole family. Now remember, the oldest child, son, is married. He was already married out of the house when I found him and started watching him, but she did introduce him to me. You know, in a video, not just to me, for everybody to see. You know what I mean. Anyway, so we're already at 9 minutes long. I gotta hurry up on my word. Okay, so they bought a motor home. So it's the mom, dad, and 9 kids now, all living in this little motor home. They made it. They managed. They traveled all over the world. They went to a bunch of different countries. That was so cool to see too, because they did videos of everywhere they went and where they set up and how they were set up in their camper and living and doing, and oh, it was so neat and fun. I loved it. Okay, so then when they got through doing their travels, what it was, because they had made these plans all along, okay? And the mom, I think, the dad maybe too, I can't remember, but I remember the mom, it was born in Australia, and she was wanting to go back home to Australia. It's either Australia or Alaska. I get the A name states messed up. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. It may be Alaska. Australia. I think it's Australia. So anyway, but she wanted to travel in a motorhome to all the different countries first. And so that's what they did. Okay, when they got through traveling, they found them a house. It's a small house, but they're in Finland. And like I said, this may still be where they was at first in the big house. But they got a small house. I don't think they bought it. They probably rented it, but I'm not totally positive on that. But it's a much smaller house than what their first one was. So it is still a small living room, small kitchen. They have a loft for the older boys. And then the mom and dad has a bedroom. And then some of the little ones, I think, shares with them. And then I don't even remember where all their bedrooms are. But they did show us all the house and everything when they moved in it. But it is still kind of small. Bigger than the motorhome, but much smaller than that big house they had. Okay, so they're living there and they're still doing videos, okay? But they're planning on moving to Australia, I think it is. And I can't wait when they make their move and see what they live in. Are they going to get this big, huge, fine house to be big and roomy for all of them, or what? The oldest son is still married and living in, if it was Finland, if it was Ireland, or wherever it was, wherever they left him at. Poor thing. His family leaves him. Okay, so anyways, they're fun to watch. So I've got down here one. It's a mom and a dad. Now, I don't think they watch my videos. I don't think they even know about me. I may have did little comments here and there. Not much. I just mostly watch. I never hardly know what to say, but I could have put a comment or two in. But that don't mean they would be watching me and know me very well. So, if they do happen upon my video and watch, if you do, because I can't say your name right, I'm sorry for not being able to say your name right. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you when I say the dad is older than the mom, at least I think. Because the mom, to me, she looks too young to have 10 kids. She's skinny. She's blonde-headed. Her face don't have a wrinkle one. It looks smooth. She looks young. I would say in her early 30s, to be honest. She don't look that old at all, and she's got 10 kids. Anyway, so, yeah, I told about they lived in the big house. I told about they got motorhome all over and went all over with that. Now they're back in Finland, because I thought it was Finland where they was at to begin with. They're in a smaller house. I done told all that. Okay, Australia. They're moving to Australia. Okay, their kids lately, since they've been in this house, since out of the motorhome into this other little house, because it's in Finland, and they live right by, I guess it's called a lake. I don't know, but they always have a lot of snow, and the lake freezes over and becomes ice. The kids, they have fun. They take the camera and go out vlogging themselves. They'll pack up picnics, and they go out in the boat when it's water. They go on it when it's ice, and they skate around on it. And, and they take their picnics and they go hiking in the woods out there, and then they'll stop and have their little picnics. But also, they are kind of a healthy family. They eat really healthy foods. They hardly eat meats. They eat a lot of beans and peas and chickpeas and all. They're the ones that got me wanting to find that can of chickpeas to cook and eat, because they would eat that, because I didn't even know those kind of things existed. Only the hard ones, like in peanut cans with the mixed nuts, chickpea nuts. Anyway, so they do that. They wear all white and black, and they're very minimum on their clothes. Each one only has about 1 or 2 white t-shirts that they wear, and then their blue jeans, and they showed all that in their closets. And she does homeschooling with them. She showed their school books and how she does homeschooling with them. She even done homeschooling with them in the motorhome. Oh my word, I don't know how she does it all. But guess what? Their names. Oh my word. Wait till you hear the kids' names. The oldest son that is married, I don't even remember his name. But the son that is at home, the oldest son at home, is Jerusalem, is his name. That's a place, not a person, y'all. But she named him Jerusalem. No offense. I still think it's neat and cool because it's different. And I like different and odd. Okay, so the girl's name is Cleopatra, the oldest girl. And out of the kids, there is only 3 girls. That oldest teenage girl, never mind, cut, she's not a teenager anymore. They did a video, she turned 20 recently. Okay, so I don't know how old the boy is. Anyway, Jerusalem, so it's Jerusalem, Cleopatra, and I may not do them in order. I can't remember exactly. There's a Romeo, there's a, see, I'm already forgetting. There's a, come on, what is it? Oh. For some reason, Sebastian is coming to my mind, and that's not one of her kids' names. I don't know why. Sebastian is coming to my mind. Oh, Lord. Okay, there's a Romeo. There's a, now I'm thinking of Sanchez. Where's all these thoughts and these names coming from? It's not even her kids' names. I can't believe this. This is funny, y'all. Sanchez. Out of the blue, that pops into my mind. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Okay. I am trying my best to think of the names. I don't know why. I should have wrote them down, but I didn't. Oh, my word. I can't think of them. The one little boy that is cute, and I seem like I could remember his name, but I can't remember his name for nothing now because I'm doing this video, and it's already 17 minutes long, and I'm going to hurry up. I cannot think of their names. But they're all weird, odd names like that. No offense. I love them. I think it's cool and neat. Sorry, y'all. I can't remember the rest of their names. Go find their video and watch them and find out for yourself the rest of them's names. Give them some YouTube love. And if you want to leave them comments, let them know I sent you. Maybe they can get to know me and come watch this crazy video how I messed up about them and all. Alright, guys. I wished I could remember their names. I really do. They really looks me and irritates me. It's an S name. That's why I thought of Sebastian and Sanchez, I guess. I'm trying to think of his... Oh, it's like it's on the tip of my tongue. But it's not coming. Why? I can't even think of the baby boy's name. Whatever. Just whatever. Makes me so mad. Alright, guys. I'm out of here until next time. I'm done. I'm going toodaloo-hoo.